Welcome everybody to a brand new video. Today will be Warpath Beta. I will be playing Plague.
And I'm playing Asterians.
In a 2,000 point game where I am going to be the attacker.
I'm going to be defending.
And he's going to be playing the Last Stand rules. So, we are going to jump into our secondary objectives now and get to it right away. Last Stand is a really cool mission where the defender is trying to hold off attacking waves of guys. And as the attackers are attacking, they realize that this is just a big ploy, that the defenders are really just holding off until a bigger force can come in at a later time. So, to represent this, on turn 5, the attackers realize that they should be focusing on a different sort of army. And so what they do is they leave through either the left or the right, not the deployment zones, and if they leave on turn 5, they get 2 victory points per unit that leaves, and on turn 6, they get 1. 1 victory point goes to the attacker for every 10% of the enemy they kill, and for every 5%, 1 victory point goes for the defender. There are strategic assets being used in this mission, and also the secondary objectives, which we will go over right now.
Alright, for the Asterians secret missions, this Schultz isn't going to like this one if I end up on the defender's side, because one of the missions is for every piece of defensible terrain that I occupy, by the end of the game, that's plus 1 victory point. In addition to that, I get no victory points for any strategic assets on the field. However, I get double the listed VPs for destroying the enemy. Again, very advantageous if I'm defending, where all I'm doing is just blowing his kids away. And my third mission is pretty important. It's triple victory points for Asset F. And when you do the math, 0 times 3 equals 0 victory points. So I'm not going to be going for Asset F or any assets at all this game. I'm just going to focus on killing no matter what side I end up on.
So my secondary objectives are kills are worth absolutely nothing, only strategic assets are, and the core mission, so leading off the board on turn 5. So basically, no kills matter except for the general. I rolled a 55 on the table, so I got to pick, and I chose that if I kill his general, I get 3 victory points, which I think sounds fun. I am also getting 1 victory point per unit that's partially inside his deployment zone.
Hey guys, friendly reminder, it's April 20th, 2016, meaning it's 4:20
in Colorado. So there's a lot of noise. We apologize for any extra noise you might hear throughout this video.
We're looking at a big party across the street right now.
Alright, let's start out with the Plague Army list. We will be led today by our trusty Stage 1A. That is a team, or 2 teams of Stage 3s with the Beast upgrades. 5 teams of zombies, a Plague Strider. That is a Lancer battle tank with the laser in the back. That is 3 Stage 2 teams, 2 Terratons, a large blob of 4 teams of Stage 3s with 2 flamethrowers and a Lieutenant upgrade. This will be an aberration. And lastly, we have 3 teams of Stage 3s, 2 with heavy machine guns. And that is Plague 2,000 points.
Alright, this is the Asterian side. We have some Necron cameos this time around for the time being, and I'll point those out as I'm going. So first off, we have the Overseer with the Overseer Guard, obviously with some Necron proxies. Then we have 3 Cypher teams, 1 with a Flog Rifle, 1 with a Missile Launcher, and a Warden squad with Force Gauntlets. We also have a Drone with a Shield Generator. We have 1 team of Black Talons. We have 4 teams of Marionettes proxied by Necrons. We have 2 Kalishi teams, 1 with a Kalishi leader. For some heavy firepower, we have a Chroma platform with a Plasma Vortex and the Hidden Strike Assassin drone. And that is the Asterian 2,000 points.
Alright, the teams are all deployed and we are ready to start rolling some dice. As you can see, the little white squares will be the strategic objectives. Plague will be using these dark green dice for the most part, while Asterians will be using these bright green dice, and the community dice will be these translucent ones. And yeah, let's just go over kind of what's going on here. So both teams have deployed. We got a solid group of individuals in the middle. Trenches will be treated as nothing if you're going from the upper level down into the trench, but it will be an enter/leave terrain action if you are going up a level in the trench. So yeah, this is pretty much our board today. It's got a cool big base, protect everything vibe to it. So let's get started and let's start killing each other.
These Kalishi teams are going to move forward 7 inches to the base of this trench.
The Lancer battle tank is going to fire down the line at the Chroma defense tank. Hitting on a 5 up. Nope.
Chroma platform with its super heavy plasma vortex. It's going to try and light up the Strider. So we are rolling on 4 ups. Okay. 3 hits. It is also a 2d3 blast. 4. So that's 12 dice total. See what we can do on a 4 up damage. These are exploding 6s as it has the Shredder ability. So keep that in mind. That's 4 successes.
Resilience 4, so that vehicle is wrecked in its spot. Zombies are going to double move in this trench.
The Cypher team with the Fish and Beamer is going to attack that tank over there. So it's 4 dice on 2 up. Those are all hits. So it is AP 6 against his defensive 9, which means I need a 3 up. 2. And it is anti-tank.
So the 6 can be rerolled, as can that one, as can the 5.
That is 5 successes against its resilience of 5.
And that is a wrecked Lancer battle tank. The Martian Proxy Aberration will go his full double move and hide behind this trench.
These 2 marionette teams are going to shoot these zombies. That's 16 dice on a 4 up to hit. And then with those 5 successes, we need a 3 up to wound.
2 up.
2 up. Those no rifles are AP1. That's 4 successes.
So that is 1 team dead and 1 suppression token. Gonna double move the Beast Stage 3 teams onto Strategic Asset B.
This unit of marionettes is going to move. And they can't really do anything from there, so they are going to enter this blue building right here and show that this model is going to represent this unit.
Plague Teratons are gonna go up on a double move.
Black Talons are going to use their anti-grav ability to double move this platform to the landing platform. So it's about 14 inches. It's about right there.
The Stage 2s are going to use Reckless Advance, and they are going to move into this forest up here. This just means it's a short action, but to leave would be another action, and they can't do that, so they're just going to hang out in this forest. That unit is activated.
This Warden Cypher squad is going to use a move action. They're going to drop 2 levels alongside with this shield drone.
The green Stage 3s will be double moving along the trench and securing Objective F. That is their activation.
The Assassin drone technically shouldn't have been deployed yet, but he is going to begin his activation by moving in from this edge of the board. He's going to make a move action, which is about 18 inches. About right here, I'd say. And he is going to fire into the forest into these stage 2s. So because that's defensible terrain, his normally 3-up hit is going to be hit on a 5-up. So let's see what happens with his 4 dice. We got 1. However, it does have blast, so we're gonna roll that now. All right, and nothing happened from that.
The stage 3s here are just going to advance up behind this wall and claim objective E. And that's their activation.
The Overseer and his Command Guard are going to pretty much double move right up here with their Khaleesi brothers.
The final activation of this round will be the stage 1 using an enter leave terrain action to go up this trench. That takes us to the end of round 1, and not too much happened. We have a wrecked tank and a wrecked strider. Other than that, and 1 killed team of zombies. That is the end of round 1.
Alright, so this Khaleesi unit is going to fire at the zombies. Total of 12. They're hitting on 3-ups. Now because of their super futuristic space pose or whatever, they're AP2, meaning that on 2-ups, we're wounding. So every 3 is a destroyed unit, so that's 3. 3. And 3. That's 3 destroyed units. Every single one a success.
Only 1 zombie team remains with 5 suppression tokens after that devastating
Arrow volley.
The aberration will recklessly advance to go over this terrain and into an assault with the wardens.
Warden team is going to do a shooting counterattack option on the aberration. 4 dice on a 2-up. This is also a blast weapon, so D3. That's times 3, so that's a total of 9 successes. 3 hits multiplied by a blast 3 result is a total of 9 dice. And because they're AP2, we need 4 ups to wound. Not looking too good. Terrible, actually.
Not enough for the resilience of 6.
The aberration is gonna tear them apart. Alright, so on a pipe dream, the wardens are gonna roll to hit. They get 2 successes. And they're gonna roll an additional blast dice. They get 2, however, no matter what, with that result, they won't be able to kill the aberration, so let's see how torn up they get.
Aberration gets 12 dice and needing 2s for a kill. No more wardens. Aberration is now activated.
Marionette Squadron in this building wasn't too happy to see their precious technology just get ripped apart. So they're gonna throw 2 squads worth of dice at them, 16 dice, and because the aberration is within 6 inches of them, it's a +1 shoot modifier, so they're hitting on 3 ups. Not a bad roll.
Wow.
A good roll. With that, they need a 5-up wound.
Only 2 successes.
Not quite.
Ouch. The stage 3s will be moving up, over, and they will be shooting at the ciphers on the roof with the missile launcher. Only the HMGs can actually reach that range, so it'll be 8 dice from the 2 teams on 5 ups, only 1 hit, and no damage. However, that is suppression token. So
Alright, so the Chroma platform's really nasty, dirty, long-named weapon is going to shoot the Aberration. So that's 6 dice on a 4-up. So that's 3 successes. That's 2d3 blast. So that's 6 dice? No, 9 dice. Alright, and so that's AP3, which means against its armor of 6, hit wounding on 3-up. Might be enough. Ooh, it's barely enough. It looks like that's 6 successes against its 6 resilience.
That is a dead Aberration. So there was a rooftop party across the street, and we closed the garage door. Hopefully it won't affect the lighting too bad, but
There will be a difference.
so heads up. After getting walloped, the zombies will use unflinching to get rid of 1 suppression, and still move at half movement, and they're just going to scoot back 2.5 inches.
Nothing wrong with 2 inches.
The assassin drone is going to do a double move.
Strafe run over here, and just right there, which is going to be a 4 dice roll on 3-up. Okay. So 2, and it's a blast weapon. Alright, and with AP6, it's wounding on 2s. And it's suppressing fire weapon, so that is 1 suppressed token.
And 1 more for being shot at. The stage 1A will be giving himself a move order, and he gets the dice back. Nice little perk. He's gonna go full 15. And activate.
The Asterian ciphers are going to shoot the A1. So that's 3 different weapons comprised in that unit. So these green and white dice are going to represent the no rifles. These kind of turquoise dice will be the fission beamer. And these 2 blue dice will be the missile launcher. All of them are hitting on a 2-up. So the no rifles need 6 ups to wound. The fission beamer is AP6 and needs 2 up. And the missile launcher is a blast weapon. So it's D3 plus 1, so that's 3. That's 3 dice. And it is wounding on a 4-up. So that is a total of 8 wounds.
And that is a dead stage 1A. There goes the commander. Stage 2s can leave this forest as a short action and then take a move action, putting them there.
The Black Talons are going to move on this landing pad. And they're going to shoot these boys right here. Shooting on a 2-up.
Oh.
Well, it could be worse. 3's to wound. 2, so nothing happens.
Teratons are going to give themselves a move. They get it. So they are going to go 1 move there and then double move down to here.
Brave Marionettes are going to shoot at the Teratons, who would be classified as in cover. So they're hitting on 5s. Not a single 5. So two successes.
These beasts are going to sit there.
The Overseer Guard is going to move. And they're going to use an enter terrain action to go inside this.
3s are going to enter terrain by moving up this trench.
Okay, so that is the end of round 2. Notable events is the stage 1A being blown away by the 2 Cypher teams, and the Aberration being just perforated by the Chroma platform. We have a couple Plague units moving up on the base. 3As, these Teratons. I think that might be it. but this game's getting pretty interesting at this point. This Chroma platform is going to shoot at the stage 2s. That's 6 dice on a 4 up. Wow. So we got 1 success, and it is 2d3 blast. So that would be 2 dice. Cool.
Only 1 success. Woohoo! Just a brief thing I just caught right now is that this whole unit would have to all go into terrain at the same time. And so the whole unit would be there, not just the 2 teams. The stage 3 unit here, the lieutenant is going to do a command called Firestorm, which allows this unit to re-roll misses when they shoot. They are going to shoot at the Kalishi. I will first start with the normal rifles. So here are the rifles needing 5s or higher and re-rolling misses. And here's the re-rolls. The rifles will need 2s.
Their resilience 4, and I'm sure he got 8 successes. So both of these Kalishi units are gone.
Nice shooting, boys.
Our brave commander is going to use a command action on the Chroma platform thanks to the communications ability. So we're gonna roll that. So we got it. So with that refresh, the activation token is done, and I'm just going to move it over to the command squad. And let's see what happens.
Stage 2s are going to move up into this terrain and as far up to here as they can. And that's where they're going to end their movement.
The 2 marionette teams in the building are going to open fire on those stage 2s. And because they're so close, they're going to be hitting on 3 ups. AP1, they're going to be wounding on 4 ups. 6.
Compared to their resilience of 4, that is a dead team. And 2 suppression tokens. Stage 3s will be firing their HMGs back up at the ciphers, just like they did last round. On 5s, getting 2 successes. And no wounds, but 2 more suppression tokens. For a total of 4.
The cipher teams are going to shoot at the stage 2s. Going to be a similar setup last time with different weapons. The 2 dark green dice are going to be the missile launcher. The 4 clearish dice are going to be the beamer, and the rest of the dice are just going to be the no rifles. So because of the cover penalty and the suppression penalty, they're going to be hitting with 4 ups. We're going to resolve the no rifles first. They need a 4 up wound. Phenomenal roll. Next will be Beamer, which needs a 2. Rocket, which is a D3 blast. 2 plus 1, 3, so 6 dice. So it's AP3, meaning it needs 2s.
And that's enough to wipe out both between all those weapons. Zombies are going to do a rally action, and I roll a 5, so that gets rid of all of their tokens, and can't say it's activated.
The drone is going to make a double action strafe run, going from here over the zombies, teratons, finally ending up over here. The test with the zombies. We'll go first. It's 4 dice on a 3 up. Plus blast. 9 dice. 9 dice. Meaning on a 2 up. I'd say they're pretty dead. Next we will resolve the strafing run on the teratons. Again, 4 dice on a 3 up. 3 dice plus blast. 6 dice total. 6 dice wounding on 2s. 4 successes. Against the resilience of 3, it's a 1 dead team plus 2 suppression tokens. 1 for losing a team and 1 for suppressing fire.
Teraton's going to give himself a move, and end up here.
The Chroma platform is going to shoot at the stage 3s in cover, meaning he needs 5 ups. He gets 2 plus 2d3 blast, netting him 8. So that's 8 dice, needing 2 ups. Getting all of them, so that's 8 successes.
That kills 2 teams, and the remaining team gets 3 suppression tokens on it. Beasts are just going to activate again.
These marionettes are going to shoot those guys. We get 4 ups. It's 9 dice, needing 3 ups. 8 successes.
2 more teams dead. As the game goes on, the Plague Graveyard area is starting to look a lot like how I started this video out with. And the Asterians seem to be absolutely annihilating the Plague. Everything's either suppressed or severely wounded on the Plague side, and the Asterians have not moved an inch. At the end of round 3, going into round 4, I have decided to concede. There is no way I can possibly win this game. Asterian's shooting and the board layout was definitely not the best choice on our part, but we will talk about that soon. It was a fun game. Well, I got killed really bad. Yeah, we didn't even make it to the part where my guys start running off the board. I don't think it would have mattered. Especially after finding out what his secret objectives were, there's just no way. Just everything was stacked against the Plague in terms of extracurriculars.
This mission really, and the success the Asterians had, I think really just boiled down to how each side is balanced. I mean, the Asterians just have a lot of really good tools and a lot of really good stats to use those tools. I'm thinking particularly the ciphers with the fission beamers, where 4 dice, 2 ups with AP6 is probably one of the best anti-tank, non-vehicle models in probably the game.
Well, and you're hitting on 2s, so it's pretty much a guaranteed hit on 4 dice. And then, yeah, I feel like the fission beamer is really powerful. The thing that's probably the most overpowered at the current state of the game is the hidden strike flyer drone, because it's hard to hit because it's a flyer. And unless you have a flyer, which Plague don't even have options for a flyer, they have a Hornet, but I think that counts as a tank. So you really can't hit the flyer with anything. Plus, it has AP6, which is just insane, and it can hit multiple targets with like the most mobility in the whole game. So I don't know what needs to be done about that, but it's only 150 points too. So something has to change with that one.
I think our board layout was obviously a little stilted. I think our new terrain,
the new way we treat trenches would have been all right had the board layout been a little more balanced. I thought this one looked really cool, which is mostly the reason why I did it. I also didn't account for the landing pad acting like a big line of sight umbrella. Basically, anything that was in the trenches couldn't see up because the big landing pad blocked line of sight on everything. So you really couldn't shoot basically at any of the units, and they could just see everything. So it was not a good situation.
Yeah, and the way we treated trenches, the fact that the defender's position was entirely on an elevated position above the trenches pretty much meant that every time a team would try and charge up those trenches, it would be treated as a long action, meaning they would just be stuck sitting right down the barrel of the 2-up shoot of those Asterians. It's almost like he didn't have a chance. He hardly even touched my units. I think he killed, what, 2 or 3 teams?
Yeah, I killed the guys I got in contact with, but, I mean, then I just got immediately destroyed, so... Make sure you check the Mantic Forums. I will post this link for this video there, but I will also write out all the things that, like the post-game wrap-up, basically what we're saying now, but in far more detail. Hopefully Stu can read that and make some changes. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and keep rolling 6s, or 8s if you play Dead Zone. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.